Hello, fourth graders. Mrs. Coulter here with your next reading assignment. So our reading activity this week is called Relevant Information. One area of logic looks at whether information given, statements made, and questions asked about a situation are relevant. Now, relevant means being closely connected to what is being considered. So, do the statements have something to do with the matter at hand, or are they related to the point being made? Or instead, are they unrelated and not relevant? This is what the slides in this activity will look like. The directions at the top of the slide will tell you that after reading the situation, you will write an R next to the statements that are relevant to the situation, and an NR for those statements that are not relevant. Our situation reads, Jack asks his dad if he'll have a wrestling match with him on the trampoline. His dad responds. Now, when we consider each of the following statements, we need to keep in mind if they help us gain an answer to the question that makes it relevant. Okay, so the first statement reads, he watched a wrestling match on TV yesterday. Now, that does have something to do with wrestling, right? Yes. Jack wants to wrestle and he wants his dad, and his dad watched wrestling. But does that help Jack determine if his dad will actually wrestle with him right now? Probably not. So I'm going to put an NR on the line. The next statement, his sister's favorite thing to ask him to do is to have a tea party. That really doesn't help Jack figure out if his dad will wrestle. So we're going to have to put another NR. The next one, he broke his leg yesterday. Look, it's in a cast. Now, is this response about wrestling? No, it isn't, but it is it relevant to our question? I know wrestling is a physical activity, and any physical activity would be either difficult or impossible with a broken leg. So I would say this is relevant to our question. So I'm going to write an R right here. The next statement, there's a thunderstorm currently going on outside. Again, this really isn't about wrestling, but if Jack wants to wrestle on the trampoline, a thunderstorm would put a damper on those plans. So again, I'm going to type an R right here. Lastly, Razor Ramon is definitely his favorite wrestler of all time. So this one is about wrestling, but it's really not answering the question of will his dad have a wrestling match with him. So I'm going to put an R and right here. So that's how these slides are going to look. Good luck and try your best.